Alright, welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. So let's continue reading. Reina had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Reina can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Yeah, thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss. Oh. Come to think of it, Reina, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she lived here all her life. In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why did you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition. Exhibition. Exhibition hall, or something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Exhibition. I must have butchered it. Sorry. That's amazing. Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. Exhibition. Yeah. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Reina, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to worksite. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Reina as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Hooyah! You little... Damn it! I had swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people, ever. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I had put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. Ah. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. The figure's arm, I broke it off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiji-kun hurt himself. I probably had a really guilty look in my face. Reina said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody will even notice. I see. Let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Reina and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maibara. All right, Reina. Let's do this in one go. Ready, and... Whoa! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders, he really is cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Reina nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Reina's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'll be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think real hard about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Whoa, I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder. For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomotaki-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. LOL. Wow. Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomotaki-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Alright. Let's see how this one will go. You have received new tips. What kind of name is Reina? Good question. So I'm guessing we're done with... Let's see. Let's check out the new tip. As soon as I get water. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. I guess this is the only one new tip. What kind of name is Reina? Alright. Reina's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi? Huh? She was just there actually. Hey Mion, where did Reina go? Huh. Reina? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. I hadn't heard anything about that. Sotoko, do you know where Reina went? Reina, you say? Oh, I just passed her in the hallway. Reina has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. Ah, it was Reina's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated. Reina, Reina, Reina. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Reina, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use? Reina is her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What? Really? I was sure that Reina Ryugu was her full name. Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only call her Reina. She even signs her name as Reina. It's like it's her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika-chan looked at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the Rei from Ore and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Reina Ryugu. Reina, is it? So it's read out as Reina instead of Reina. Rena. That's a pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Reina is the correct way. Rena has told us that she wanted us to call her Reina. So we call her Reina. K-chan. Reina is Reina, you know? Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going? I understood what Mia was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only what names we used between us. Reina Ryugu is Reina. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So what do you want to be called? Con man. Oh boy. Reina then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Reina people were looking for her. What's this now? Who is looking for me, I wonder? Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff! Ryugu does show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. Wah ah wah. What is this? Keiichi-kun and Michan are evil bailiffs? A con man. Damn you, Reina Nosuke Ryugu. Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. Have at thee. Suke-san, Kaku-san, show them what for. Aye aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have to grand battle with 5 people. The hell? Reina's fierce punches exploded in the proper timing to take out the sail. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Reina does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagata-cho? My destination is decided by where the cute stuff gathers. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over. Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan. The teacher's coming. I took Reina's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered his classroom. Just one more hour. Man oh man. Got to buckle down for one more. I guess we're done with that tip. Alright, got the nice water going on. So we're done with chapter 4. Alrighty then, let's move on to the 5th chapter. How was it, Kei-chan? So you went to Reina-san's house. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There, it was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Lil Licky. The Todolamon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephants from the top of the department store. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? But how so cute. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big. And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement? Yep, I'll keep anything. How cute. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. Hey Reina, you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Oh, I want it. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not so distant future. To the look on Satoko's face. Wow. What do we got here? My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? How rude! Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Ahaha. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So what's this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you said things adrift in the river is similar. Except we use cotton things like old, worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? It sounds like it'll be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I could smell it already. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed what I imagined just now? Reina demonstrated for me. I see, no argument here. Ha 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 ha. It's nothing fun like that, you see, but you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition. The Watanagashi 4-demon firefight. Oh boy. Scary. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name though. I tried to object sharply, but since Reina looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh ho ho, this is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly, we show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have attained through our daily trials and tribulations. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Reina was right, of course. That would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay. Our voices rang out in unison. When there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar rules, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. Oh ho ho ho. I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Oh ho ho. Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. Ah, that's so sneaky, Mion-san. Mion-san. She wrote, no penalty, and the corner of the slip is folded. I see. Just in case you lost, you grabbed the notes with the folded corner and you'll be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Reina. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Reina was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious what Reina's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Reina and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Reina genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out. 9. Nobody? 8. 7. I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one and I'm out. Bah! I missed my chance. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain today I could win. Now then, Michan, pull out while in the slips, okay? Mion, accepting her defeat, scrunched around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Huh? Reina was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? What kind of terrible thing was written on it? That's what I want. Wow. Pet the principal on the head. Head pats. Hey, wait. How is this bad? Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal is the martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head? As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Phew. Hoo-yah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? I know, right? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Aerial opener. Boof! Pow! Whap! Za-ching! Kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using meter. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted. Is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive, at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster. I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right? Reina tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Ace. 3, 4, 5. I'm out. I'm out as well. I'm out too. 3. I am now out. Eek! I lost! And the heavens chose to vanquish Reina. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid. Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do? So basically, it means that you have to use the same expressions as a maid? How? Okay. Master. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then, Reina, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, Master. Ah, I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Reina? Yes, Master. The eagerness to which I was goading Reina into addressing me as Master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Hoo-yah! I won't lose any more. I'm out. I shan't lose either. I'm out. Then with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it! Is it Reina's loss again? Reina again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No. This was conviction. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. That's just indecent. Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Hide my shaking. Ah, who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. That would be an ignoble prize. I'm sorry. Not good, not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face. How, Michan? Reina begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, Master. I'll undress. What? I looked around, thinking someone else would probably stop her, of course. I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground set my heart racing. Is this fine, Master? I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Keiichi-san, whatever were you expecting? Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Satoko poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that. You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one. But Master didn't write this one? Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me to not feel anything. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for a trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head, calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this, and the answer was quite simple. I win! I then became a god. Whoa. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. Eek! How could my luck of the draw be so bad? Satoko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Fine. Oni-chan. Yes. The pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself. Ah, this old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted K-chan to get. Yes. Mion's despair was like sweet honey. Master, I lost again. Reina lost? I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. Oh, in this outfit, Master? Yeah. She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Eek! Oni-chan, you're too good. Sniffle. Satoko lost again? I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. Wahahaha. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. It felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind and even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Reina, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. How? Today is Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Eek! Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think, why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams? What is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last. Keiichi is quite greedy. It said you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well, but how to say it? Like I wouldn't mind if I died now. Eek! Master, please refrain from moving your head around. Eek! You say you wouldn't mind dying, then that can be arranged. Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Go, Rika-chan, go! Take him out! Defeat this arch-devil of perversion. Oh my goodness. She's wearing a collar and while she was wearing a fan service-like swimsuit. I'm impressed. I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head-on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that? 2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8, 8. Reversal. Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. Mwahaha! The 4 of them have allied against me, that's it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal! What? How could such a thing be? Satoko let out a shriek. Mwahaha! You simpletons! Using up all of her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Wahahaha! Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. Whoa? Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. Mwahaha! Even the penalties were as I wished. Oh no! Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Whoa. This was so... Oh. It felt like I had become Reina. This was definitely cute. Oh my god. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Reina. Mew. As Rika-chan mimicked the cat, teary-eyed rings of smoke escaped from Reina's ears with an audible poof. Rika-chan must taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. If Reina must, she can take me home. After Reina's son beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought that Reina's in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'd teach them their place. How preposterous! That Reina can't defeat me. Eep! For a moment I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Reina's hands like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cards was Reina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry! Hurry! My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. No play? Nothing to play, Kei-chan? Then with this, I'm out. Everyone cheered. I was spent. Phew, I got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Oh boy. Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it. Everybody peeked at it in unison, gazes flicking between the text and my face. All day today, I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? All. Huh? Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother? Yes. Oh, Nei-chan. Oh. Whoa, this is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Oh, Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again. New, please spare me, master. Oh my god. Reina passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know? Whoosh, whoosh. Oh man. Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. Huh? This is for girls? Can't I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here, wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see. Satoko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable if I did say so myself. But, whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? Ah, this old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Ch.1 can fit into it. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! My first thought, it's tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was how? Kiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, bell, and tail. Kei-chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home just like that. Oh ho ho ho. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound. Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this get-up. Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Sir, excuse me. Yes, please come in. I stepped forwards into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold, but this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process this situation, his mind was completely blank. This was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty. Rubbing the principal's head. Principal, I challenge you. Heard. I heard what sounded like a zing 3 times. His 3-gauge super. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat. Boom. Holy shit. That tremor resounded throughout the Hinamizawa twilight. Oh my god. Well, that was a fun one. Man, well, ain't that a crazy one? That was one hell of a card game. Alright. So, I'll end it here for now. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Have a good one.